Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Sashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Vyasam Vasishta Naptaram Shaktai Pautramakalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukatatam Taponidhim Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Those were just a few lines from the Vishnu Sahasranamam, which appears in the Mahabharata. And today, I'm going to be sharing the story of how the Mahabharata came to be. The Mahabharata is one of the two great epics from the Indian mythology, the other being Ramayana. So long, long ago, there lived a wise man called Vyasa. Vyasa was the compiler of the Vedas, the ancient texts. And that's why he was also called Veda Vyasa, which meant the compiler of the Vedas. He was the son of the great sage Parasara. And he was a very intelligent man. He loved to tell stories. And the only problem that he had was he spoke and he thought too fast. He spoke so fast that people listening to him would cry and say, please stop, slow down. We can't understand what you're saying. It's too fast for us. But Vyasa couldn't control that speed. He had just about finished compiling the Vedas, and ideas about another story started popping up in his head. So many ideas popping out that they started oozing out of his ears and his nostrils. And he had no choice but just sit down and start writing it down, otherwise they would all get lost. So that's what he did. He picked up his quill straight away and started writing, which was going to be one of the greatest epics ever, the longest ever, the Mahabharata. He had hardly finished writing the topic, the title, Mahabharata, when his mind had scrolled down to the end of chapter 1. Oh, he was just about writing the verses which were about the marriage of Draupadi to the Pandavas. But the verses about the Pandavas in exile popped out. He had no control over it. They were all popping out, one after the other, and getting mixed up and tangled. Oh my God, it was so difficult for him. And in those days, when people were stuck, the first thing they would do is seek the help of the gods. And Vyasa did just that. And this time, he sought help from Brahma, the four-headed god, the preserver of the ancient texts. He knew it all. And Vyasa knew that Brahma would be able to help him. So he meditated, and Brahma appeared in front of him. Brahma asked him, "Oh Vyasa, what is your problem? What is it that's troubling you? Please tell me." Vyasa said, "Oh Lord, I have a great idea for an epic. But my problem is, as I start writing it down, my thoughts keep appearing one after the other that I'm not able to keep up with the speed. The speed of my thoughts do not match the speed of my writing. Please, will you help me?" Brahma thought for a minute, and he said, "Yes, I can help you. I can point you in the right direction. The only one I know who can help you is Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, son of Shiva. He's a playful chap, but I'm sure he'd be able to take this as a challenge and help you out." Vyasa thanked Brahma and he meditated. But before that, he conjured up a nice meal, a 3-course mouth-watering meal for Ganesha, because he knew that Ganesha loved food and he wanted to please him as much as he could so that he could get his job done. And he started meditating. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvatah. Om Shrim Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shrim Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shrim Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And Ganesha appeared. After Ganesha and Vyasa exchanged their customary greetings, Vyasa went straight to the point, whereas Ganesha went straight to the food. He picked up a sweet and started munching on it as he listened to Vyasa speak. Vyasa said once again, "Oh Lord Ganesha, the destroyer of obstacles, please help me. I have a great idea for an epic. I want to write it down, but my thoughts are so quick. The verses pop out so fast, one after the other, that I am not able to keep up with the speed. Please, will you help me? Please, will you be my scribe and write down for me as I recite the verses?" Ganesha looked at Vyasa. He said, nodded his head and said, "Yes, I will do that for you. No problem," as he munched on his sweet again. "But I have a condition, Vyasa. If you falter or interrupt or stop in between, I will put my quill down and I will not write any further. Do you agree?" Vyasa agreed, but he had a condition as well. And what was that? He said to Ganesha, "Ganesha, please promise me one thing. You have to understand the meaning of the verse I recite before you write it down. Please take your time to understand what you are writing." Ganesha thought, "You're quite an intelligent man, Vyasa. I agree. I'll make sure that I understand the meaning of the verses that I write down. I will not write it down until I've completely understood it. I promise." So they set off to work. Vyasa started reciting the verses, and Ganesha started writing it down. And every time Vyasa wanted to take a breath, or he wanted to kind of untangle the thoughts that have jumbled up in his head and lay them out in order, or if he wanted to think how to take the plot ahead, he would recite a very complex verse. And immediately Ganesha would shut his eyes and sway his trunk and flap his ears. And Vyasa knew that Ganesha was taking his time to understand the verse that he had just recited. And in that meantime, Vyasa would do what he had to do, untangling the verses and laying them out in order, or just trying to think what to do next, how to take the plot forward, or just to take a breath, just to take a little rest, because he's quite tired. He's been reciting it so fast. So this is how it all happened. Vyasa recited and Ganesha wrote down Mahabharata. And this is how the Mahabharata came to be. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Shri Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Shri Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Shri Rama Nama Varanane. Thank you.